गिरिजापति गंगाधर हर हर नमो नमः
नमो नमः
शिव शंभो देनो के बंधु नमो नमः
नमो नमः
गिरिजापति गंगाधर हर हर नमो नमः
शिव नमो नमः
हार चंद्र त्रिपुरारी सुख कर हरदानी नीलकंठ सारे त्रिकुंकेतु हरिशानी हार चंद्र त्रिपुरारी सुख कर हरदानी नीलकंठ सारे त्रिकुंकेतु हरिशानी भव बैहारी असुरारी शिव नमो नमः
नमो नमः
गिरिजापति गंगाधर हर हर
नमो नमः नमो नमः
धम 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 रो विनाश से झग डोले नित्य करे नटराज हुमा संग शंभोले धम 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 रो विनाश से झग डोले नित्य करे नटराज हुमा संग शंभोले सूर्य सा निकलिया शंकर नमो नमः
नमो नमः
गिरिजापति गंगाधर हर हर
नमो नमः नमो नमः
महाकाल विकरार विषभ की असवारी शंभु माल ओंकार विशाखी बलिहारी महाकाल विकरार विषभ की असवारी शंभु माल ओंकार विशाखी बलिहारी अविनाशी सुखरारी सूर्यसी नमो नमः
नमो नमः
गिरिजापति गंगाधर हर हर नमो नमः
नमो नमः
महादेव की जय, विष्णु भगवान की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय, सकल पंच की जय। जय सीताराम। Dear devotees, on behalf of the Mandir once more, I take this opportunity to extend to you and those yet to come a most cordial and special welcome. Also, a most cordial and special welcome to all those who join with us, both nationally, regionally, and internationally, on our Facebook page, streaming live by members of the Sanagar Hindu Youth Group, from the Sanagar Hindu Temple, branch number 67 of the SDMS of Ojo Road in Sangre Grande, Trinidad, West Indies, a most cordial and special welcome. Bhagwan Shankar again reiterates, Punya Punya Binbalahina Santa. Unless his mercy is showered and good karmas accumulate, it's difficult to be in environments like this. Whenever it's possible, consider him or herself, one should consider him or herself highly blessed. We welcome tonight again, Mr. Shanti was here and her two sisters, one coming from Europe and one from White Marmoral. It's so nice to have you all join with us here in San Grande, and also Buru and others from quite up in Fishing Pond, Panchur up there. So nice to have you all with us. All bhaktas and devotees who have made this sacrifice. We can only come to Satsangh when God blesses us with health and strength. The day that start of failure, it can't go again. But you see, when you're healthy, you feel you'll never get sick. When you're young, you feel you'll never get old. And that's what has happened. And we keep putting off, until when the time comes and you didn't do when you could have done, we start to regret. So take advantage while God blesses us with health and strength and the resources and so on. Get involved in this greatest of environments that is called Satsangh. So Mahapati Mahadeva ki jai. Let us sit upright at this time. Focus on Bhagavan Vishnu as we rever thy lotus form and lotus-like feet. Before we delve into his dialogue of the Shri Garud Puran, visualize the Lord possessing the dark hue complexion, a beautiful crown upon thy head, with 4 arms, Sankha Chakra Gada Pachpan Mala Vibhushitam, the conch in one hand, the discus in another, the mace in another, a lotus flower. Pitambar Kahani Kache, clad in bright yellow outfit, and in the form of Satyanarayan Bhagavan relaxing on Shesha. Mahalakshmi is massaging his feet. All the divinities surrounded the Lord. But of all the features of Prabhu again, we're mentally bow on those feet. So lovely but so mysterious. Why? Reminding ourselves, those holy feet of the Lord have the holy river Ganga flowing on earth. Those feet of Shri Ram redeemed the Hilya. King Janak had the blessing to wash those feet on the day of the wedding of Rama and Sita. Gua had the privilege to wash them before the Lord was ferried across the Ganga. Vibhishan, thrown out from Lanka, devotees revered those feet. Ahilya Mata, cursed into a rock, was transformed into a beautiful lady. Prabhu, as we mentally bow on those feet, we beg of you, bless us once more with thy divine grace, guidance, mercy, divine protection, divine inspiration. But Lord, we crave the greatest of boons that any human can be blessed with, the gift of unswerving, unfaltering, uninterrupted, unflinching, loyal devotion or bhakti to thee. Hari Om. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Sri Saraswatiyai Namaha, Shri Guru Charana Kamalibhyo Namo Namaha. Yam Brahma Vedanta Vido Varante, Param Pradhanam Purushanta Thanye, Veshwar Gate Karanam Ishwaram Va, Tasmai Namo Vigna Vinashanaya, Vinadhare Vipula Mangala Shile, Bhaktarati Nashini Viranachi Harisha Vande, Kirti Prade, Akhila Manorat De Maharahe, Vidya Pratayini Saraswati Naumi Nityam. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pangulanghite girim yat kripatam aham vande paramananda madhavam नीलांबुज श्यामल कोमलांगम सीता समर्पित वाम भागम पौनु महाशायक चारु चापम नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम। ओम नमो नारायणाय ओम नमो नारायणाय ओम नमो नारायणाय। ओम रामाय रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतिये नमः। हे रमा पुरुषोत्तम नरहरे नारायण केशव गोविंदा गरुड़ध्वज गुणनिधे दामोदरा माधवा। हे कृष्णा कमलापति यदुपति सीतापते श्रीपते वैकुंठाधिपते चराचरपते लक्ष्मीपते पाहि मम। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम वसुदेवं सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानंदं कृष्ण वंदे जगद्गुरु। नमः विज्ञान रूपाय परमानंद रूपिणे कृष्णाय गोपीनाथाय गोविंदाय
नमो नमः।
कृष्णाय वसुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्य देवाय गौ ब्राह्मणहिताय च जगदीताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय
नमो नमः।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुण इंद्र रुद्र मरुत स्तुनवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः सांग परक्रमोपनिषदैः गारयन्ति यं सामगा। ध्यानावस्थिता तर्कते न मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यश्यन्तं नाविरो सुरगण देवाय तस्मै नमः। ओम नागेन्द्रहराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्मांगरदाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्ध्याय दिगंबराय तस्मै नकराय नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः
शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम जयंती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वः स्वधा नमोऽस्तुते। नमस्तुते व्यास विशाल बुधे पुलारविंद्र यत पत्र नेत्र येन त्वया भारत तल्य पूर्ण प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानं प्रदीपः। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज अनिज मन वरनो और रघुवर विमल यश योदायक फलचार। ओम बुद्धहीन तनु
जानिके
ओम सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार। सियापति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम नाथ मम संकट हरो हरे। बोलो श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय। Praise be to the divine goddess Saraswati Devi. As we revered in the form of bhajan, bless us, Suma. Let us always have that sharp and broad intellect good memory, eloquence in our speech, melody in our voice, creativity in our hands, mastery of our musical instruments, and all in the field of fine arts and talent. O Devi, daya karo, raksha karo, क्षमा karo. Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata. Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata. Oh Jai 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 Shri Rama Radhika. सभी को ध्यान तुझे उलता श्री गरुड़ पुराण अनुपम करने हौसागर पार कराए श्री गरुड़ पुराण शक्ति सरस्वती देवी माता की जय. Praise again to a noble way of life of Sanatan Dharam. Sanatan means eternal. Dharma is a righteous pathway of life meant for progression, both spiritually and materially. Coming to this land 180 years ago, our forefathers brought with them the noble traditions and culture. The oldest of scriptures they brought, the Vedas, and devotees the Vedas quote, if you live for the sake of your dharma will protect you. Whatever challenges that you may face during the course of life, whatever opportunities you may embrace, do not swerve from the pathway of your dharma. Stand firm like the soldier on the battlefield. Prepare to go down, but no retreat. Praise to Sanatan Dharam. Koko ek baar ye mitro सनातन धर्म की जय हो।
कहो एक बार हे मित्रों, सनातन धर्म की जय हो।
करो प्रचारो दुनिया में ओ सनातन
की जय हो। करो प्रचार दुनिया में सनातन धर्म की जय हो।
बड़े चाहे कष्ट लाखों ये, ना छोड़ो धर्म अपने को।
बड़े चाहे कष्ट लाखों ही, ना छोड़ो धर्म अपने को।
भले ही प्राण तक जावे सनातन
धर्म की जय हो।
ओ सनातन
धर्म की जय हो।
ओ सनातन।
धर्म की जय हो।
श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। विष्णु भगवान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। साधु गुरु के दंडवत जय 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 सीताराम। In this age of Kali Yuga, the highest recommended environment in the scriptures is the environment of Satsangh. Satsangh, devotees, is the holy environment created with love and devotion, where three major activities take place. Puja, worshiping the feet of the Lord. Kirtan, singing and chanting the praises of the Lord with a guileless heart. And devotees, Katha, listening to the divine deity of the Lord. With Katha, devotees with the environment of Satsang, the third eye opens quickly. The light of knowledge dawns, dispelling the darkness of ignorance. Knowledge, devotees, allow upliftment, progression, and allows you to achieve your objective. The lack of knowledge, ignorance, will sink the soul further into metapsychosis. We always praise the moments that we can be this environment of Satsang and beg the Lord to keep enlightening us. We beg of thee. आज अंधेरे में कई हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। आज अंधेरे
में हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान।
करेंगे कम राह दिखा दे भगवान, राह दिखा दे। भद करेंगे
हम राह दिखा दे भगवान, राह दिखा दे।
कदम कदम पर किरण विचारे भगवान, किरण विचारे। कदम कदम पर
किरण बिछाई भगवान, किरण बिछाई।
ओ इन यकीन को प्रभु करा दे, इन यकीन को
प्रभु करा दे।
ओ ज्योति से पहचान, ज्योति से पहचान। आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका
दे भगवान।
हम तो है संतान तिहारे, प्रभु संतान तिहारे। ओ हम तो
है
अधिकारी प्रभु कहिए हम अधिकारी तेरी दया पर
अधिकारी प्रभु है हम अधिकारी
ओ दुनिया को बेसुखी हमारी दुनिया को
सुखी हमारी
ओ ऐसा दे परदा ओ ऐसा दे परदा आज तेरे
मेरे हमारी इंसान
ओ ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान आज अंधेरे में गए हम
ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान
ओ ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान प्रेम से बोलिए विष्णु भगवान की जय सर्वदेवी देवता की जय साधु गुरु के दंडवत जय 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 सीताराम Once more, devotees, we take a dip in this fathomless lake of nectar, the Shri Garud Puran, one of the 18 Purans in Hinduism, which deals with a dialogue between Bhagavan Vishnu and Garud himself, and mainly pertaining to issues of pre-death, death, and after death, which is the surest thing it have in life. One surest thing it have in life is you have to die. We need to come to terms with it. You could do what you want, it's going to happen. You could be Raja or Rank, you could be the king or the vagrant. That recognizes no indifference. एक दिन छूटे जाए संसार ओ एक दिन छूटे जाए संसार. If it's so sure, Raja Parikshit was sure in 7 days that snake will come and bite him and kill him. You were sure about that. So what he did, he started to make preparations. Right? He knew he had 7 days, but we don't know how much we have. So you had to always be on the pathway of preparing. From wombs, mammals, the highest is the human. You have lives that come from eggs, lives that are sweatborn, microscopic and otherwise, and the plant kingdom. Of the 8,400,000, Bare Bhagya Manusha Tanupava is this human body. And being blessed with the soul, being blessed in this body, if you know how to use it, which Sri Ram says in Ramayana, the body was prepared for sadhana. Sadhana is spiritual endeavors. And if we use it according to the prescribed manner, it allows us to achieve the main ultimate objective in our life, which is that when the time comes for the soul to leave the body, the soul mustn't come back. But Atma should merge into Paramatma, the soul into the super soul, or the state of final beatitude or salvation. But the human body is the karmic ladder. We could lift it to the highest point, or we could sink it right down back in metapsychosis, the lowest of God's creatures. All again due to the logical law of karma. Soul takes body to body moving about. But when you get the human, people will realize, you see this body like a paras money. Right? If you know how difficult it is to get and what this body could do, you treasure it. Not knowing the value, we waste it and throw it away. So Bhagavan Vishnu shows us here, he said, Garud, on a person on the pathway or the deathbed, let me say that, old age take him and all these things and so on, and you know where he's going down the hill then. Right? Although in the course of life, he did not do much good karmas with his body. Right? And it happens with us too. Okay? Because I tell you, when you're healthy, you just feel you'll never get sick. And you'll feel you'll never die. This is how you just feel. Right? So you live in life tied up in this material world, you do nothing to help you for karma-wise. Even at that last point, he can still do good. And how he could do good? If he has a good son. The son, devotees could help that father or that parent to burn out bad karmas, build good ones that he could achieve moksha by making certain gifts that are recommended in the Garud Puran. Right? We read of that before. Gifts that are made devotees by the son. If the father can't do it, this bloodline son then. With the father touching him, the merits come to him. Even after death, gifts can still be made. And that's why gifts are being made at the time of the shaving and the bhandara and all these things. More you could give is the better. Always the better. And you'll hear in Garud Puran will tell you, when the old people work hard for the money and they put it down there and give you a sign on the bank book, please use it and do their rights properly. Do not chinks. Do not chinks and play ming-pilling with the people money. Use it for the recommended purpose by making gifts. Right? Make sure your shaving ceremony is done perfectly well. Right? Cater for your brahmanas, the bhandara, siddhas, all these things and so on. Elaborately use the money. Do not hold it back and you fix it yourself afterwards. You commit sin. Right? They leave it, they work hard and they leave it. Use it for that. Blessed is that son, devotees, who has this knowledge. So the Katha continues tonight as Bhagavan Vishnu begins to elaborate. Hari Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswatiyai Namaha Guru Charan Kamalibhyo Namo Namam Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namam Shri Vishnu Bhagavan Ki Jai Hari Bhakalyan Yo Bhutava ko Bhumiyo ko Bhumido ko Tadani ko Hari Om Shri Dvijajataye Na ko Napanoti Kuti ko Grami ko Daridrata ko Saya Bheva Bhava Hari Om Adanaha ko Midanyasya Bhuta ko Hari Om Bhupatipta Vagmi ko Bhimananta Niva ko Senar ko Kai Hari Om Yavakshasi Shoko Dharamya Dharara Shri Vishnu Bhagavan ki jai Vishnu Bhagavan bole ki he Garud man vachan karma suno Bhumi ka upasa Hari Om upaskara ko Hari Om Shri Sahit ko jo ko dan Brahmano ko det hai wahan ko vyakti ko devta ho Hari Om daityo se pujit ho Indraloko ko mein jata hai. He said devotee is the person again who gives to the holy Brahmana land that devotee is filled with grains on it. In other words, land that is cultivated and that have crops in it and so on. He goes toward the abode of Indra and he is revered by the divinities up there. Not just an empty land, but land with food on it. He gets that type and is worshipped and revered and adored in the heavenly sphere. Right? Again he says, Hey Garud, Bhumi ko dan bina aur ko dan atiyan ko Hari Om alapal ko dene wale dan nahi ko deta waha ko janam janam ko ma antar ko grami ko kuti kana ko bila ko daridrata ki hota hai. He said if a person is a king and he never gave land in his life as the king of the country, okay? He never gave to the Brahmana. He will be reborn as a beggar, and a beggar to such an extent he wouldn't have a home to live in. Nobody is on earth by guess or coincidence. Nobody is in a situation by a coincidence. Everything is a karmic situation. The law of karma plays the part. Lakshman said, Guha in Ramayana, when you're happy, is your own karmas that come and make you happy. When you're sad, is your own bad karmas that come back and make you sad. We are the creators of our destiny. How we make our bed, so we will lie. What you plant, that is exactly what you are going to reap. Hari Om, jo ko swami ka ko bhiman ko, Hari Om rakhabas karne ko liye, kuch bhi ko prithvi ko daan nahi deta waha, Shesh ji ko bhumi dharan karke tab ko taruna rakhabas karte hai, Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai, Vishnu Bhagavan ki jai. He says again that king devotees who through pride, abhiman then of his position and so on, does not make gifts of land, he will dwell in hell devotees for as long as Sheshav keeps this earth. In those type of positions, really, you don't occupy that chair by guess or coincidence, and it's kind of duty that you have there. Right? You have the spirit, you tell the king, you as the king of the land, you have to care for all your subjects, and you could help me to get away from the spirit form. Right? And so he did it and released him from that form. Hari namo namam, इसलिए को भूमि का स्वामी होकर को पृथ्वी दान अवश्य कर को और को जो पुरुष में हरिओम उनको को भूमि दान न देकर को हरिओम को दान देता यहाँ हमारा मत करो कि होता है. Therefore he says, a king devotees should especially make gifts of land for others, right? Give land to communities, help religious institutions, all these things and so on. Brahmano ko dan deta hai tu. But here again he says here, he said the gift of the cow is equal to the gift of land. By making the gift of a cow, a gaudan is equal to the gift of land, if you could give it. People give you land today, no, because land too expensive. Right? Long time when land is cheap, they'll give you so. Everybody valuing the thing now. But the gift of cow devotees is a very, very meritorious gift in this manner. Anta samay ke ko rudra dhenu ka, harina dhenu ko, hariyo moksha dhenu, adi ko godan ko karne ki hota hai. Towards the end of a cow devotees, a cow again is said, shall be given. And he should give a cow to overcome deaf devotees and absolve himself from sins. Even if it was not done before, through the son you could do it. Even devotees after the son, the father has died or the mother has died or whoever, the offering of the pindas on a monthly basis, right? When the 5.5 monthly pinda is offered, which works out to be the 8th pinda, the soul reaches the Vaitarani river. And that is appropriately where a Gaudan could be done. I did mention, now the 6 months Bhandara is highly recommended in Garud Puran. People don't tell you because they want to discourage you then. They say, you have to do that too? They don't want to do the Sevin and the Bhandara, the 1 year, but just for 6 months. Just think about it. People want package deal in these days. But that 6 months Bhandara is very, very effective and is recommended if you could do it. If you could do it, it's very, very great. So it says here, if at that point there, that cow can be given. Hari Om, He Garud, Jo Hari Om, Ye Godanan Marushko ko, Hari Om Sikarye ko, Banshi ko Maha, Hari Om Manasi ko, Papa ko, Trivida ko, Rahti ko, Karti ki hota hai. Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. It also again absolves the person of debts and sins committed right in the body. And is another again from moksha. It helps you to achieve that oneness with Bhagavan. You have different types of Godan. What we mainly do is the Vaitarani one. But it also tells you in the Viva Sanskar, do you know when a boy and a girl is getting married in a 3 days wedding? Part of that, the ceremony, is the father-in-law, the girl father, could give the son-in-law a cow. Now, if you watch carefully, when you go to the wedding, you don't see much of it again. The pandit does make the dulaha hold a broomstick straight. And then you go take the finger and twist it and break it. Right? That's a vow he makes to protect the cow. They say people watching strange because they know what is that about. You have to ask ladies, because ladies are sitting on wrong side the marrow. The men does be wrong side the car trunk. So they does know what's going on there. Right? But if you really want to ask ladies, they can tell you. I should, Darren? Yeah? So devotees, you can also have different type of Gaudan and so on. Hari Om, Balakapan me, isi prakar ko Balakapan me ko, Hari Om, Kumarapan me ko, युवरा अस्था को बुरहाने पे को रात्रि में तथा प्रातः समय मध्य सहाय को तीसरे को प्रहर को संध्या में और को जन्म जन्म का को अंत में भी कुछ पाप मन की वचन को कार्य को किया हो उसको निवृत्ति के को लिए एक को Hari Om Bar Bhiko, Hari Om Siddhat Dene Wale, Hari Om Sveta Sako Kapila ko Dakshina, सहित को तपस्या को व्रत आदि को युक्त को वेद पाती को ब्राह्मणों को दान देते से सबको पाप छूट को जाए है। श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, विष्णु भगवान की जय. It says devotees again, the son devotees, all right, committed to it devotees, right? What happened again? For the sins committed again by the father and the mother, whosoever you do it on behalf, or even for yourself then, all right, to absolve all sins committed. That Vaitarani river is made for that. The cow again, carry again the man beyond the 3 kinds of hells. You have the 16 hells that are in the Garud Puran here. And when you listen to the description of them hells, one is one and worse than the other, and the next one gets worse and so. And these are the kind of hells. You see this picture tell you what karma you do in this body, how you just have to pay for it in the hell, the different hells. If you never see it, you can have a look at it. A very old picture. And so devotees, what happened? It carries the man beyond the 3 kinds of hells that you do have to go through them and suffer. You see it here? Hari Om Narayan, the sins committed devotees in young days. When you're young, you just commit real sin, eh? About that craziness you do when you're young. Even during the case of manhood, even in old age too, we just do wrong. We keep doing wrong both consciously and unconsciously. That's why nobody is perfect down here. And that's why that's how they begging the Lord forgiveness all the time. You have to keep forgiving all the time. And even sins accumulated from previous birth, Agle Janam Ki Kamai, it has come across and meet you here. So you see how much benefits accrue by the gift of a cow? Yes, that cow alone. Narayan Bhakti Kevalam, even the sins committed during the course of the night, during the course of the day, the afternoon, before noon, morning period and so on, all during the course of the day, sins committed by us. It helps to relieve one of that. Sins committed, devotees, by action, what we do with this body, and by speech. How much sin we just commit? One of the most terrible sins it have you could commit with this mouth is sitting down to bad talk an next person. You call that ninda kare. It's a terrible, terrible sin according to the Garud Puran. When we sit to speak others in this manner, that's by the power of speech, right? Having again self-gone through again, given once devotees a cow, right? Now it tells you here, milk given with calf. That means to say, as I told you, really and truly, a cow should be given a young one, right? So you know the cow can reproduce. But really and truly, if a cow, you make the gift of a cow, and the cow turns out barren, then you lose the value of it. But it's still expensive, you know, a cow and a heifer, that's both of them like a nice piece of change you're talking about. So you still chance it with the calf then in this manner, right? So, but if you can help it, mother and the young bacha, because you're sure she can reproduce in this way, and devotees, and other again, necessary things, devotees, to a well-conducted and austere Brahmana. Listen who the gift is to be made for, not Tom, Dick, and Harry. You're working hard for your money. You're buying your cow, you're buying this, you're buying seed high, you're buying everything. You want to get the value of the gift that you are making. And these were mentioned. You see, when you leave this body and you go by Lord Mahraj, and he check in your book, I did I go down on earth, day, date, and time. May I see nothing right here, you know? Because you gave it to an undeserving person. Nothing is documented. Right? Hear what it tells you. Bhagwan Vishnu is saying here, a well-conducted, austere, and a Brahmana who is learned in the Vedas, and is absolved, even again, that person is absolved devotees of all sins and so on. The giver is released, it says here, at the end, devotees from all accumulated sins and all these things and so on. So devotees is the great gift of the cow, any gift that you are made. Bhagavan Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says something here. Let me just read it for you. Chapter 17, devotees, in verse 22, right? It says, a gift which is made without good grace and a disdainful spirit, out of time and place, and to undeserving persons, is said to be of a tamasic nature. It's the lowest of the lowest. And a gift is only sanctioned in your Akashic record in the heaven when the Sankalp is being read. What is the Sankalp? When Baba takes the lota and he says, take your name in your mind, meditate on Bhagavan Vishnu, you're going to make this gift. And Baba sprinkles water and sanctions it. Now, if you study Raja Bali Katha, Raja Bali was afraid he'll take his position in the heavens. Bhagavan Vishnu came to him as a dwarf, right? He nearly finished the egg, you know. And when he reached there now, he said, look, I'm Mendikan by my door there, I have to attend to him. So the dwarf now, he knows Vishnu Bhagavan. He said, ask for anything you want. So the dwarf tell him, if you please, give me 3 steps salana. Right? He said, but you are a short man. How far you going to move with that? He said, no, that's all I want. So here what happened? Bali's godfather was Guru Sukrachara. But Sukrachara had knowledge. He tell Chela Bali, do give him. He said, that dwarf ain't ordinary. Is something up his sleeve there. Don't sanction it. Bali said, I have to give, he asked for it. And all what he tried, Bali decided he will sanction the gift. The Guru trying to help the Chela, so Bhavan Bhagavan take the Kamandalu. The Kamandalu is what Lennoxers have in the Rablila, with the sprout in the end. And when he go to throw the water to sanction it, Guru Sukrachara took the form of an insect, went inside the sprout and blocked it for the water not to fall. If that water did not fall, he could never sanction. So Bhaman Bhagwan, who is Lord Vishnu, he knew what was going on. You know what he do? He take a cookie and he took it through the hole and he burst one of his eyes. That's how Sukrachara remains with one eye. That water has to be sprinkled. The Sankalp has to be read. What is the Sankalp? You'll have Baba reciting Tat Sat Tat Sat Tat Sat Srimad Bhagavati Mahapurushaya and so on. Who reads that Sankalp? The only time that Sankalp carries the weight if it is read by a Brahmana. What type of Brahmana? Not just any Brahman. He has to be a twice born in that. He has to go through the thread ceremony. He has to be living that life and practicing it and so on. And by reading that Sankalp, it becomes sanctioned up in your Akashic record. If you want the merits of the gift that you are making, please, I urge you, you want to get the benefits of it, look for the person that is recommended to do it. Yes, you will know, I gave down here. I did so much. But when you go up there and they check in your account, it had nothing right on. There was something wrong here. How it a document up there? I know we did that down here. That's why I always tell you, be careful who officiating in your prayers. Today in Kali Yuga, everybody will want to do it because it have dachina. If it had no monetary gain, nobody do it. And this should not be done for that purpose, but that's why they're doing it. You understand? You want to get the value of what you're doing. You're making serious sacrifice and so on. Get the correct person to do it. Find out first before you do it, devotees. So he said, even by the gift of this, the cow devotees, to that learned Brahmana person deserving of it, what happened? Even sins accumulated from previous birth can be nullified. I didn't realize so great is the Gaudan too, you know, that all these benefits you could get from it. I thought it was just over crossing over Vaitarani, but it have more to it too. Hari Om, He Garud, Istar Kum Hari Om Sri, Istar Ko Manwali Eka Gau Ko, Hari Om Bikari Ko Yeko Shata, Hazak Vena, Veban Ko Sako, Maran Ko Samay Ko Se Sahar Ko, Gaudan Ko Ki Hota Hai. He said the gift of the cow devotees, while one is in full vigor of mind, that is when you're healthy and so on in this manner, the gift of 100 cows devotees. You can give one cow, it tells you here, when you're healthy, active, and all these things and so on. You get help. If you're sick with a certain disease and all these things and so on, well, nobody is doing this. You give 100 cows, right? And the gift of 1,000 cows, devotees, when dying, and you're bereft of all mutual faculties like your senses and gone and this and that, and you do to that person. But look at him only tell you to compensate for all them sins and this and that and so on. All right? So, but still, you know, one is, you could help you plenty in this manner. When is the best time to do it? Don't wait till you're dead that it's showing how to do it for you. They're going to spend the money. They're going to take your money and fix themselves good in this world. Suddenly they gone on a trip or a new machine built the house or this or that or so on. Right? You done dead and gone, never bothering with you. Think about it. And it's you who work hard and put it down there. All right? It is mentioned a little later on, you'll hear. When they leave the money, use it for that purpose very freely in mind. You could still help that soul devotees, although it has left the body. And if you really love that loved one, you will do it. Because all the things here remain right here. The same money where you're hoarding out this, that, and so on. Do din to pahunai jagat mein maya mein bhar maya धन दौलत कुछ कामनवा वे छूट जाएंगी यह काया साधु झूठे जन्म गवाया. Everything remain right here. Watch a baby. When a baby is born, the fist is tight like this. Watch when somebody dies, the hand is like this. Haath pasare jayengi. Nothing you bring, nothing you carry. Right? They leave you in charge with it, or it was gifted to you, inherited by you, and so on. You can still help that individual, that Atma or the soul. Hari Om Narayan Bhakti Kevalam Charan Kamale Bhyo Namo Namam. Sri Bhagwan Vishnu bole, सुपात्र को दाने से को सलक्ष्य गुण को फल की होता है और देने वालों को अंत गुण फल को होता है. सुपात्र को प्राप्त ग्रह लेने को दोष को नहीं को लगता कि होता है. श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय. Devotees again, what happens? नारायण भक्ति केवलम कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंद गोप कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः. One who has devotees, studied again the scriptures and made devotees fire offerings, offerings in the fire to the shining ones like the ancestors and so on, Pitris and so on, and even the devatas, and who does not eat food cooked by others, devotees, is not polluted by, it says, even receiving the earth full of precious stones. But that type of life is difficult to live now, right? People who live real sannyasi life and all these things and so on. Long ago you had these ladies especially, they will wear the kanthi. You know what is the kanthi? A string around their neck with a tulsi bead in it. And they will make certain vows. We had an aji like that. You cannot cook for her. She had to cook. My father had to build a special kitchen for her. Right? Only she alone in her kitchen. But when she done cook, what she cooking? Rice and dashimus bhaji. You have to make the door with a half a door. She'll open the top half and hand you over the thing. You dare not go in she kitchen. Because you can't go there with slippers. You can't put on no leather wear. This, that. You must bathe, this, that, all these things and so on. So that's why I tell you, in Kali Yuga, everything going to get brushed. Brush means contaminated. And that is because of the lifestyle in Kali Yuga. A person who lives a spiritual type of life, you have to be careful. Your spirituality can leave you very quickly. You have to be careful who cap you're putting on, who clothes you're putting on, who footwear you're putting on, all these things and so on. Eating jutha food from somebody, all this takes away spirituality. In a place where there is a death, that place is chutihar, it is unclean. You don't eat and drink nothing in that place until Bhandara. Today people go for, they don't want biscuit and coffee, or they want cheese paste sandwich now, and other things. But that is a place you're really not supposed to give everything. You don't eat in a cremation site or a burial ground, or drink anything there and so on. It takes away spirituality. Eating stale food again, it licks away that quick. very quickly. So here devotees, what it says here, such a person again, who lives that type of life is never polluted devotees by receiving again. No matter, you will give him the earth full with precious stones in this manner. Hari Om सर्व का को भिक्ष को आदि को का को विष्णु को मंत्र द्वारा दूर हो जाता है और को अग्नि को देव को सबका को शीत दूर कर देता है इसको दोनों जो कुछ भी को पाप नहीं को लगता हरि ओम श्री लेकिन को कुपात्र को गोदानम को देने दया हरि ओम श्री दाता है श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय. He says mantras and fire devotees are the remover devotees of what? Fire will remove cold, right? The heat and so on. And such a person devotees like fire devotees or like mantras himself. He will live that life aloft from different person. And that what has happened when you start to live this type of life. People just feel, well, you're sometimes and this and that. But your company does be different. Your environment does be different. You don't eat and drink all about. You don't know how food is prepared. Okay? That's why too, you see when you have Shraddha, that Shraddha food had to be real clean. And instead of buying the roti outside, prepare 2 nice sada roti to put for the pitras. You could buy it for the others to eat. But you know that person bathed in the morning. You know what they eat last night? Where's the situation? You clean or whatever this and anything. That food had to be very, very clean, and you want the benefits of it. So if you can make with your own hand, you know how you're preparing it, and you offer this for the pitras, the ancestors, is better. If you could. Sometimes it's not possible and so on. So devotees, Bhagavan Vishnu says here, the gift again of that cow, all right, are given to an undeserving person, it leads the giver to hell. The person who is undeserving of receiving it and he receives it, he is going down to hell. And all who follow in him is like a choo-choo train, you're going down with him. You see how the carriage just hook up behind the engine? All who follow in him, you're going down Narak with him too. This is Garud Puran teaching. Lord Vishnu says this to Garud, not I saying it. I'm just reading what is in the book here. Remember I told you, the Garud Puran is not meant to offend, but to inform and to give us knowledge. And if we do not extract the knowledge, we'll not be able to get it. Such one devotees leads that giver to hell. And if he again, Narayan Bhakti Kevalam Charan, कुपात्र को लोमवश को यदि को गोदान को लेने को उसका को एक पीढ़ी को तक नरक को जाता की होता है इसलिए बुद्धिमान पुरुष को आदि कल्याण हरि ओम की को इच्छा कर को कुपात्र को दान कभी नहीं को देता है श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय. And it troubles again the recipients people. Now it ain't only affecting you, but your family and your generations. Right? You could save a generation and a family and you could sing them. Both you can do. So that recipient who is unworthy of receiving that gift, by getting it, he goes down to the hellish region, carrying the others with him like a choo-choo train, and generations become affected by it, devotees. Not only he alone. So you see how important it is? That's why even so you're taking a siddha from somebody, you have to know where you're taking it from, If that sankalp is not read on that, you're taking bhiksha. What is bhiksha? Bhiksha is like when a beggar comes and you give it to him. Yeah. That sankalp has to be read. That's why Bali could not give the land. It's only when Bhagavan cleared his sprout and the waterfall that the 3 steps of land were sanctioned. And I way Bhagavan took the gigantic form. One stride he covered the earth, the next one he measured the sky. And when he lifted his foot up there, he touched Brahmalok. Brahma washed that foot, kept the water in his kamandalu, and that water came down back on earth as the Ganges water flowing today in India. Right? One remained in the heavens, the Mandakini. One came on earth, Ganga. A droplet, it split into 3 droplets, and the next one went to Patal, which is called the river Prabhavati. The third devotee he said, Bali, I have no place to take the third step. Then Bali tell him, he said, look, Lord, you have to get on my back. And when he put Bali lie down, and he put his foot on the back, he said, Bali, where you seeing? He see Patal. He said, where you go wrong there and rule. Right? So he said, Lord, whatever is your command. But he said, grant my wish. He said, where is that? Let Lakshmi always stay by my gate. Right? Let Lakshmi Mata always stay. So he'll always be wealthy. And that Vardhan was given to Bali there. But what I'm showing you here is that the importance of the Sankalp, of reading that Sankalp then. Day, time, place, all these things, and so on. You have to mention it in this manner. That is sanctioned in the heavens. All right? He said for 100 generations, they suffer because of that one person who devotees did that. In the Shiv Mahapuran, it explains when a non-Brahmana or Sudra who officiates and reads devotees the Katha, in that land there'll be plenty infant deaths. Plenty infant deaths in that land where that is happening. Yeah. This is the Shiv Mahapuran. Narayana Bhakti Kevalam is a gift should not be made to an undeserving person, right? By the wise again, who desire their own welfare and the welfare of others. Eka ko gau ka dan ko Brahman ko uska ko dohai. A cow should be given devotees to one only. One only. इसी प्रकार को दो को चारकों को हरिओम विभक्त को कर देने तथा बेचने से को साथ हरिओम फिर हितक को गौ नाश को कर को देता है. Must given to one. You can't give a cow to 5 people then to receive it. You understand? A cow that had to be done, you give it to one person, not many to put together. So people have run on and say, well, holy tail, we will get across too. And everybody want to cross at the same time. One person doing it at the main judgment, but 10 of them holding on in the back here. Everybody's supposed to do their own Gaudan, eh? Right? Your own Gaudan. Okay? Narayana Bhakti Kevalam, while one is full of vigor and mind, do it, devotees, when you are full with vigor and vitality in this body. Do not wait, devotees, when your point reached, you can't do, and you start to regret, I did not do. Right? That's why you see, to be spiritually fit, you have to be physically fit. And when is the best time you're physically fit? When you are young, strong, and healthy. You know, as most of the time we do, when I get a little old now, I see when I resign, oh gosh, man, I come in, sure, I'll be wrong. Anything you will help with this, that, wrong, and so on. By the time you resign, you're diabetic, you have high blood pressure, the arthritis take over the joints in your knee, you can't sit down, you can't do nothing now, right? Do wait for that time to come. Use this gifted body. We have to learn to live in this world, but live out of the world at the same time. Because all this materialism is traps of delusion, which makes you believe it's real and true, until the knock comes on your door. And when you answer it, who are you? He say, my name is Jamdut. You know where? He say, my master is Lord Mahraj. I am the one who had to see who live in the body today. You have to go today, no? He said, what trouble is this, boy? See, give my weakness, some things are straight nowadays. He said, no, your time reached, you have to go. You could do what you want, you could bribe how much you want, you could beg how much you want, you have to go. That's why wise people, you see, you learn to live here and live out of it. Anything can understand. Let me tell you what it is with Kali Yuga. Eh? Kali Yuga is the unpredictable age, where the unexpected is to be expected and the impossible will become possible. Don't feel you could put your head on a block for anything. No. This is the age. That's why you always got to be prepared. Nobody is perfect. You always keep trying. But be on that pathway that gradually we'll all get that assistance going around. Sometimes you go through this body and you didn't accomplish it. But by being in it, the Lord will make you born back in a body again, probably better than you are, and in a place where you could bridge the gap between what you left here to what you had to meet up there. That's what satsang does work, eh? You don't come in satsang by guess, you know. Whilst you make the sacrifice to come, thousands wish to be and they cannot be there. All by the mercy of Lord Shiva. Hari Om Narayan Bhakti Kevalam Charan Kamale Bhyo Namo Navam. Now here again what he says here. Hari Om Vibhakta Kar ko dene se, tatha ko bechne se, ko saat ko पीड़िता को कौ गौ नाश कर को देता है भगवान कह गरुड़ तुमको महीने को पहले को वर्तारिणी को नदी को इतिहास को कहाँ को अब को जिसको को हरिओम पार करने का को उपाय इसी प्रकार को रूप गोदानम है उसकी को विधि करता की होता है. The person who receives that cow, devotees, right, should never sell that cow. You don't use it for money making purpose. All right? And in devotees it says here, he should never sell it or share it devotees to his family. Or his family will be troubled devotees for generations to come to. Right? That is, even you receiving it too, you are not real jurisdiction there, you know. You just can't mind it, you give somebody who give you their word with it, all these things and so on. Right? My whole objective was to see every village in Trinidad have a cow. Why? You'll have gobar, you'll get milk, you'll get dahi, and you'll get ghee. And without the cow, puja cannot take place. That bedi is only prepared when you leave it with fresh gobar. The only milk recommended is cow's milk. Dahi is a must in any puja. And only ghee to give you benefits from that havan is cow's ghee, not vegetable ghee. That's why Vipradhenu Surasanta Hitlin Hamanuja Avatar, Nija Iksha Nirmitanu Maya Gunagopar. Whenever the devatas in trouble, the brahmanas, the cows, devotees, dirty the earth and good people, the Lord does take manifestation to protect cow. Bhagwan Krishna himself came as a cow herder, as in a Hercule, right? Every morning Krishna Bhagwan would get up with his little stick with the other boys and he go in. Liye lakutiya haat, gayan ke piche firata, ग्वाल बाल लिए साथ मोर मुकुट शिर पर धरे कर मुरली उरमाल शीश मुकुट कति पीत पता यह छविसो नंदलाल. See it? How much remember that beautiful Simiran, Bhagavad Simiran. Krishna Bhagwan with a little stick, he used to be driving the cows too. He was born a dairy family. They have milk, they have ghee, they have dahi, makhan, this, that, everything and so on, to protect the cow. And that's why my wish to you is that every village should have a cow. You'll show that everything is there. You always have access, especially for the purpose of puja devotees. Narayan Paramatamaye Namo Navam. Garud Bhagavan Bole. The Lord Vishnu said, Garud, I will tell you about the gift of a cow, which is a means for crossing the Vaitarani. तुमको मैंने पहला को वैतारिणी नदी को इतिहास कहा को अब को जिसका को पार करने के उपाय रूप को दानम को उसका को विधि करता है. हरिओम काली यहाँ को पिला को गौ को हरिओम अलकार को आभूषण आदि को सुशोभित कर को हरिओम सिंह को चांदनी का को खूर तथा को देने के लिए इसी प्रकार को काश्य पात्र देवी है श्री Vishnu Bhagavan ki jai. He said one should decorate a cow, preferably a black cow, or they say a reddish cow here, right? You should decorate that cow with the tip on the horn with gold and silver. Gold. Now you'll notice when we do in a Gaudan, you're supposed to get a gold chain to put round the horn. Not a roll gold chain. Gold is a purifying element. Right? You'll get a chain and you put that around the horn. Because in the horn dwells Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Lord Brahma, Vishnu, and Lord Shiva. You see, devotees, you just worship every part of that cow and transform that cow into the celestial cow that is called Kamdhenu. That cow appeared from the ocean of milk when it was churned. If you could show them that cow there, please. If you look at a monument of the cow, you will see in every part of the cow a divinity resides. It's not an ordinary animal. Yeah, can I show them? Yeah, can bring it here, huh? Right? Right? Yeah, beautiful ones now. Every part of the body of that cow, devotees, is a deity residing there. So they say here to decorate the horns with gold, silver, and its feet, devotees, and milk it again into a bronze vessel, right? Into a bronze vessel. The element is important, you know. Right? Remember that cow with a young one, right? So you're milking the cow in a bronze vessel. Okay, not glass or plastic or whatsoever. These materials carry certain amount of value with them. All right? Then what to do? Cover it again with a pair of black cloth, devotees, and hang a bell around the neck. You know, you call that? The ganti is put on here, on the neck then. So when the cow moves in the head, she can go in. That is important here. Place the covered bronze vessel upon some cotton stuff. You'll notice you put cloth on the cow, like a blanket or something like that in that respect. Hari Om Narayan Bhakti ke balam upar lene ko dand ke sahit ko suvaran ke ko Yamraj ko Hari Om stapit kar ko Grita se ko bher eka ko Hari Om Sri Kashika ko patra ko rakha ki hota hai. He said, put a golden image of Lord Yamraj and an iron rod, devotees. These things difficult, eh? You will get gold, so much gold to make that, you know. But if you can get a golden image of Lord Yamraj, together you give it that to the corner. And an iron which represents the rod of thing. You place ghee in that bronze vessel. Cow's ghee, you put it in the bronze vessel, and put all devotees upon the cow, right? Then what you're doing here, isi prakar ko, well, we will observe all this, and this is in full detail here. Hari Om, isi prakar, khoda jisme ko jal ko bhare uska ko, vai tarani nari ko, Hari Om samjham bhai uska ko, resh bhi ko, vasme ko veshit kar ko deta dene wala hai, Siri Vindraban Bihari Lal ki jai. He said, you make a raft, devotees, with the sugar cane, right? You make like a little raft of butna, all right? And devotees, with the sugar cane, right? Fasten it, the words, with silk thread. Like how you make a raft to float on a river, you put the sugar cane and you make that on it. And tie them with silk thread, if you can help it. Make a hole full in it, devotees, with water, all right? And if devotees, place, it tells you here, place that raft. So you notice what has happened? When we do Nagaudan, and Darren and good with that, they make an artificial river. Right? You create a river then. But here when you say the whole, it's like that self now. Right? A part with water in it then, in this manner. Having placed devotees, the things which are born from the body of the Son Ether, it is dedicated devotees in this manner to who? Hari Om, Gandhadharata ko pushpa dvara pujan kar ko abhi abhushan ko vastra ko sahit ko brahman ko deta hai. Dear devotees, in accordance again with the scriptures, you present the clothing with ornaments and all that is there to the Brahman. इसी प्रकार गौ का पूछ को हाथ से को लेकर नौकर पर को पै रख को हरिओम ब्राह्मणों को सामने को खड़ा कर को मंत्रों को चारण को उचारते की होता है. Who is properly worshipped devotees in full worship again and holding the tail of the cow. संसार समुद्र डूबे हुआ त्रिविध को ताप से को दुखी को प्राणियों को भी रक्षा कर वाले को ही who आपकी है. Holding the tail of the cow, it says here, place a foot in the boat, that's the raft, and having honored at Brahman, there will be the recitation of mantras and so on. Right? You beg in the Lord, O all merciful and compassionate Lord of the universe, one seeks refuge into thee. Hariom Vishnu Rup ko Dvija Sreshta hai Bhumik Dev ko Mira ko Dwar kar ko Dakshina Hari Om Sait ko Vaitaran Nid Nadi ko jo Gau Maini ko Apa ko Dia ko Isko ko Namaskar Karte Hai. And so devotees, you beg in the Lord, seeking refuge into thee. Thou art the savior of all those again who have been immersed in this ocean of materialism and so on. That makes again life very miserable. All right? By what? The sorrows and in the type of qualities that affect us. And afterwards you'll be sorry for it, but you don't do already. You do the action, okay, but when you're done, you're sorry now. But you don't document, you do it. Right? So the gift of this cow devotees helps to negate that. Okay? And here devotees, it tells you here, Shri Vishnu Adi Devi Bhyo Maha. He said again, O blessed of the twice born, who is the form of Bhagwan Vishnu on this earth. The Brahmana is called Bhuisur, right? Or the representation of Bhagwan Vishnu upon the earth to carry out these rites and rituals. That's what I tell you, know who you're going to do your prayers. Okay? Uplift me, you are begging. I have presented this gift to you. All right? Salutations to the great Vaitarini River. Right? Have it again presented it to you. Being again desirous of crossing this river, which it says is very, very wide and lies on the pathway of that dreadful passage which leads to Lord Mahraj, the soulless at the cross. So it tells you if you make the gift of a cow, that gift disappears a raft. So it takes the soul easily. Whilst other souls fall inside there and they're drunk. And listening to the Vaitarini is a nightmare by itself. It's so terrible in this manner. Hari Om. Then you pray into the cow, right? Raja di me ko joko Lakshmi hai, veko Indra di ko joko. Hari Om Sri. Sri ko Lakshmi veko वहाँ को सबको धेनु का से तेरह को स्थित हो इसलिए तुम मेरे को पार्थी दिया को करो को दे को दाता है श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय. And here you pray into the cow now, right? Look upon me again for the sake of my passing through this gateway of Lord Mahraj. On the great pathway, salutations to you, Vaitarini. You are the queen of the shining ones, eh? All right? May again you see here, cows be in front of me, behind me, and in my heart all the time. May I dwell in the midst of cows. May she again, who is the goddess, you are praying to that cow. So when you do all the puja and so on, you just transform that cow devotees into that celestial cow called the Kamdhenu. The Kamdhenu is a cow. You don't have to produce young one to give milk. He gives milk all the time. And whatever is the desire, it provides it for you. That is Kamdhenu. Jamdagni, the father of Parasuram, had a cow like that. And it was taken away from him by the king. Right? That way Parasuram got real angry, yeah, you know. Right? He said, what are you doing with a cow like this? I have 10,000 soldiers to feed. Because he went by him. And Jamdagni asked them, well, stay and spend the night and whatsoever and so on. He said, well, this man, boy, you seen 10,000 soldiers here? He went quietly by Kamdhenu. The king watching him, eh? He said, Kamdhenu, Maha, grant everybody desire. All who wanted to get it. That is Kamdhenu. So when he done the king thinking, he said, what am I like he doing with a cow like this? I need the cow. And he take the cow from him and all. He said, that Parashram get real angry and think there. You see, devotees, the cow in Hinduism is very sacred. That's why we do not eat the meat of the cow. We use only the milk and the byproducts of the milk, because in every part of the cow a devata resides. In the alimentary canal of the cow, Lakshmi Devi is there. Bhagwan has manifest to protect the cow. So even as Hindus, you abstain from that and the byproducts of it also. You see, coming up to Christmas time, you go in the supermarket to buy all kind of nice things to eat. Read the ingredients on the boxes. A lot of them carry byproducts of beef and extract and all these things and so on. Right? You have to be really careful. All the sophisticated food that's be eaten, You're having traces of it and so on. Okay? The cow is the only animal that observes a 9-month pregnancy like a mother, a human mother. Okay? Is the only animal could eat grass and change that grass into milk. No man invented a machine to do that yet, Changing grass, it has a 4-section stomach. It will eat whole day and when it go home, you regurgitate, bring up the food, chew it properly, and send it back to be redigested. That's why it comes out so pure. If a healthy cow only eats healthy grass, and you take that gobar and leave it a place, no flies will sit on it. It's an antiseptic. It's a marvel to see the ladies in the countryside in India taking up the gobar and stacking them in tall piles, and they dry it, and they sell it back for fuel. Right? It produces butane gas, which is very, very good for cooking. Dry gobar cakes can be used to make hawan. You get to buy, you make hawan with it also. So much attributes. Without the cow, you can't have puja. You cannot have puja. Hence why she must be protected. And you don't want to contaminate this body by letting that flesh of hers touch this lip. Even a true issue of a person very serious, you don't wear products of the cow like leather shoes and all these belts and all these things and so on. You try to avoid it. Yeah. Live upstairs in a house and rear a cow downstairs, you get cursed. Because she is Lakshmi. You can't live above Lakshmi. Anybody who rears cows becomes a close friend of Lord Krishna. And anybody who rears cows, you must progress, you have to progress, you're bound to progress. You don't have no if and but about that. Right? It's a beautiful thing to go in there and see. The cows had you right away on the road. Cows had you right away. Yeah? You have to wait on them. Right? In certain nations and so on, a person's status is considered, depends how much head of cattle and thing he has and so on. So much great attributes of Gau Mata. You could be who? Right? You could be who? Mr. or Mistress who? You use the milk of the cow to grow up. After your mother done breastfeed, you need milk. Right? It's the milk from the cow. Well, now they're drinking plenty bison milk and goat milk and all them things. But it's milk from the cow. It's the only complete food it have. Right? Be it drinking Clim or Frico, it have Frico again. I know what other brand dairy and Kerrygold and all them things. It coming from the cow. Right? You want milk to sweeten your tea, to color your tea and so on, it coming from the cow. Chocolate that tastes nice. You want chocolate to eat, it have milk in it too. So many products that we enjoy today that has that milk of the cow. That's why again one person said, the cow is a mother, and that's why we don't eat we mother. You're right. You're right. You'd prefer starve than to let that meat touch your mouth. Killing a cow is a terrible, terrible sin. It's called Gau Hatya. Right? And it's the knowledge that you pass on to the younger ones, and especially for this season coming on there when you go to buy things and so on. Fast food outlets, you have to be real careful. You have beef and you have goat. Right? You have to be careful, the spoon could mix up there, and you don't know. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that is it. So you have to be careful about where you eat and how you eat and all these things and so on. You'll start a roti and fry aloo from home might have a better value, Carrying it to the siki. Right? So even here with the gift of the cow, it has so much benefits, so much of benefits, devotees, that can help us to cross this ocean of births and death. Burn away sin and devotees, it can help. That person who did not do it during the course of his life, even at the last point, unable to do it, his sons can do it for him, or sons. Right? Yes, one. Even after he has passed away, didn't get to do it, you still have a choice. You could do it by the Vaitarani there. Whatever gifts are made on behalf of that soul, the soul can get it. The soul can get it. Who is saying that? Lord Vishnu himself to Garudji in this manner. Hari Om Narayan Bhakti Kevalam Charan Kamale Bhyo Namo Namam. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namam Hari Om. इसी प्रकार को इस स्तर को मन में को वैतारणी व्रतका को पालन कर को वैतारणी नदी को हरि ओम श्री तिरके को इच्छा कर को धेनुका को दान देता की होता है श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय. It says, devotees, and you will notice again when we do the Gaudan, right? Meditating and talking to the cow, the Brahmana will be reading the Sankalp. Okay? Now, if you're doing it for somebody who has died, you're doing it on their behalf, you just face south. So the vitality flow is west. But if you live it and you're doing it, right, the vitality will flow north south and you face east. Remember that? Right. Whilst you're living and doing it for yourself then. And after it has crossed the devotees, you notice very symbolic, when you cross over the river then. The Pandit will make the judgment, walk around the cow and the Brahmana, doing parikrama, right? Parikrama. Having walked around all of these things, devotees, he should give them to that Brahmana who is deserving. One who again, devotees, he also again with his rights, give again, this rights, the Vaitarini, that cow goes, devotees, to the righteous path. He who gives that cow for the purpose of crossing Vaitarani, even devotees, the cow gets that upliftment to move on. So both you and the cow, both all have merits to gain in this respect. Okay? Narayan Bhagavan, whether again you all devotees are in sound condition or whatever again, all right, you've moved their devotees and along that righteous path in the assembly of Lord Yamraj. So you could still get away from plenty blows, but if you know what to do and you get the correct person to do it in this way. So devotees, I thought I could have finished off this chapter tonight, but it has too much of a detailed information, so I will not. So what I'm going to do, I'll stop at this point here. Prem se boliye Sri Vishnu Bhagavan ki jai. How much knowledge is there in this Garud Puran, devotees? How much? We're always learning. And whilst we're learning, knowledge gained and not shared, it don't make sense. You lose it. So we are all here to gather knowledge. Remember, Garud Puran is not to offend, but to acquire the knowledge. And with the knowledge, even self we did not know before and have known now, we could still make a difference with our life. Okay? So very great is Godanam. Prem se boliye Sri Vishnu Bhagavan ki jai, Satya Sanatan Dharma ki jai, Sakala Panch ki jai jai, Sita Ram. And this is how Satsangh goes, page by page we peruse. You're never busy, you never hurry. That's why it takes 24 years to finish reading Bhagavad, on a Thursday night, and 15 years to read the Ramayana. But that's how you get the knowledge. It's embedded within the lines. So devotees, tonight we want to say thanks very much to Fat Boy, Mr. Bartholomew Philip, who contributed the Parasat tonight and did puja. And join him here in puja tonight is Fiona Sipasar. We say God bless both of you. Fat Boy's birthday is normally on the 28th of December. And he'll get frightened because telling me he had a fast for the whole Christmas. But he just do it, You don't make sky luck with that. So Fat Boy, happy birthday to be on the 28th. You'll not be here. And thanks again for your contribution of Parasad and the performance of Puja with Fiona. We want to thank Kash and, Joshua and Buddy and them who prepared the Parasad tonight too. God bless you all. Continue the good work. Next year is 2026. A man like Kash is over 75. And Kash still there with them. We need some new blood to come in, please. Succession has to be there. Come, they will teach you how to make Parasad and so on. If you don't be wrong, how you learn? So it's nice to use up some of your time and energy and so on in this part where you will never go wrong. All right? And tonight's today food is courtesy a lady from a foreign land on behalf of her late mother. She says, let her name stay anonymous. Right? So may that Atma or the soul of her late mother be, may the merits accrue from the gift of bhojan of food tonight be directed to that Atma or the soul. Prem se boliye Vishnu Bhagavan ki jai. Tonight, devotees, will be our last satsang for this year. Because I'll be unavailable next week. I'll be the 18th, 25th. Christmas will be on the Thursday night to the 25th, and New Year's on the 1st. So this will be the last satsang for this calendar year of 2025. On New Year's night, which is the 1st of January, we will start back satsang. Now that is a day. Thursday is a day for fasting. And New Year's Day is the day one should fast. You get up early in the morning, you offer your dhar and so on, do your little puja, and beg God to bless you for the year ahead. Beg the Lord to shower His blessings on the calendar year ahead of us. So we'll have satsang on that Thursday night, the 1st of January. Now the day after that, okay, is full moon katha, the 1st for 2026. Normally you sort of keep the Old Year's night, all right? But since you have these two occasions bounced in there, we decided to stop here today, and we'll pick up on the 1st and the 2nd. We are in preparation of the schedule for the temple. Definitely it will come out by when we return on the 1st around there, so you'll have an idea of the activities of the mandir. So, Bolo Shri Vishnu Bhagavan ki jai. Now they say here, birthday greetings to 6-year-old Zaria Ramrup, right? That's the granddaughter of Mr. and Mrs. Geeta Ramdeen, right? She celebrates her birthday today, and she brought treat back for the kids to the mandir tonight. So give Zaria a round of applause, please. That is so thoughtful of her. Happy, happy birthday to you. All right. And I never get to understand Mr. Vijay Lakan has passed away, all right? That is Mr. Ramesh Lakan's mother and the two girls who will be singing here. The funeral tomorrow from Providence Street, Ojo Road from 9 o'clock to Caroni. Okay, so please, she's been in Mandir a long time. She had to be in her 90s if I make a mistake. Rather, she's related to all, yeah. Right. So tonight, before we close, I want to call upon the PR of the Mandir, Mrs. Asha Bihari Singh, who will express some words. Right, you want to use this one?
Sitaram, spiritual head of the Santnagar Hindu Temple, Pandit Bownath Mahraj, members of the Executive and Management Committee, members of our very vibrant and talented Ramayana and Chautal Guru, the PRO of the Narayan Madhuvan Mandir, devotees seated here tonight, and those looking on via our Facebook live stream. It brings me great joy at the end of 2025, another active and blessed year for our Mandir, to say thank you so very, very much for your company, for your time, for your contributions. Without you, this year would not have been as successful as it has been. So please allow me to call some more names, not the usual faces and names that you usually see. I want to say special thanks to the Parsad Parceling crew, the women's group who are always there parceling and boxing food. Those things are the machinery that keeps this service going every Thursday, every month, all the events, etc. And we see your efforts, we see the time you contribute, and we are very grateful for it. I must make a special mention of our in-house now, Mr. Ramesh Ramlal. We appreciate you so much. You have no idea how much. Thank you so very much. This individual is here days before the puja, preparing, sometimes days after cleaning up. Not only him as well, but Mr. Lalan Dubey. Thank you so very much for your service and your time. On a personal note, I want to say thank you to the Narayan Madhuvan Mandir. This year, I think our friendship, not only as Mandirs, but friendships among our congregation has grown and solidified. You guys have hosted us for for our Nandi Mukshrad, which was very much appreciated. You made us feel at home in your mandir. And we always appreciate the presence of your members here at our mandir as well. So thank you very much. Once again, as Pandit Bownath expressed, we won't be having service for the next 2 weeks. And I want to take the time to invite each and every one of you to come out on New Year's Day, 1st of January 2026. We have something very special in store for our younger members. So hope to see you all then. Enjoy your Christmas. Have a safe and blessed season. Thank you, Sitaram.
Thank you so much, Ms. Asha, PR of the Mandir. Again, I want to stress a special welcome to the sisters of Shanti dear, who is there coming in from quite Marlborough and Curep. So nice to have you with us. So I want you to have a very happy and a holy Christmas and a blessed New Year. I want you to think about something. How many lives are lost because of Christmas Day? Bhagavad Gita teaches us the greatest quality that you could develop is the practice of ahimsa. And what is ahimsa? Thou shalt not hurt another creature. It has nothing greater than that. So we could do it if we decide to help that. And how you could do it? Spending a veggie Christmas. Think of a veggie Christmas. And just doing that, how many lives you're going to save. Right? Bolo Shri Vishnu Bhagavan Ki Jai. We ask our devotees who did puja, Fiona and Fat Boy, please come and commence the arti. But everybody know Fat Boy more than myself because he's tying Ramlila. He's a Kumkaran for how many years? Right? And even Prime Minister Modi and all met him too. So Hari Om Yani Kani Chapapani Janamantar Gretani Tatani Tani Vinashanti Pradakshina Pari Pari Deepanam. Hari Om Jaya Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare भक्त जनों के संकट
दास जनों के संकट जन में दूर करे ओ जय जगदीश हरे
ओ जो ध्यावे फल पावे और दुख बिन से मन का स्वामी
दुख बिन से मन का
संपत्ति घर आवे
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओ जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण गहो किसकी
स्वामी शरण गहु मैं किसकी तुम बिन और न दूजा तुम बिन
और न दूजा आश करो किसकी
ओ जय जगदीश हरे तुम पूरन परमात्मा ओ तुम अंतर्यामी ओ स्वामी
तुम अंतर्यामी
परमेश्वर
तुम सबकी स्वामी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम करुणा के सागर
और तुम पालन कर
ओ स्वामी तुम पालन करता मैं मूरख कल कामी
मैं मूरख खल कामी
कृपा करो भरता ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम हो एक अगोचर सबके प्राणपति
स्वामी सबके प्राणपति किस विधि मिलो दया में
इस विधि मिलो दया में तुमको
स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे,
अपने हाथ बढ़ाओ,
अपने हाथ बढ़ाओ,
ज्ञान पराते ओम जय जगदीश हरि। विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा,
स्वामी पाप हरो
देवा।
श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ,
श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट, कनने दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
ओ जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल।
ओ हरि बोल, हरि बोल,
हरि बोल, हरि बोल,
ओ हरि
बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल।
जय जय सीताराम हरि बोल, जय जय सीताराम हरि बोल,
जय जय सीताराम हरि बोल, जय जय सीताराम हरि बोल।
हरि बोल, हरि बोल,
हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल।
बोलो श्री सीताराम
सीताराम, सीताराम जय सीताराम।
और बोलो श्री सीताराम
सीताराम, सीताराम, सीताराम जय सीताराम।
और बोलो श्री राधे श्याम, राधे श्याम,
राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम।
बोलो श्री
राधे श्याम, राधे श्याम, राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम। सीताराम जय सियावराम, राधा राम जय राधे राम।
प्रेम से बोलिए विष्णु भगवान की जय। We humble ourselves to give thanks to the Lord once more for these moments of togetherness in this holy environment of Satsangh. We thank you, Lord, for this calendar year that we have had. We beg of you, Lord, as we approach the new year coming soon, please bless us, guide us, protect us. Let again we be safe, and let again you bless us with our four goals striving towards to achieve Dharam, Arth, Kam, and Moksha. Hari Om. Shantakaram Bhujagashainam Padpanabham
सुरेशम
O Vishwadharam
गगन सदृशम
Meghavarnam
शुभांगम
Lakshmikantam
कमल नयन
Yogi Virdhyan
गम्य
O Vande Vishnu
भाव भय
Sarvalokaikanatam Om Tvameva Mata
शपिता त्वमेव
Tvameva Vando Chasaka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya
द्राविणं त्वमेव
Tvameva Sarvam
मम देव
Deva Om Shanti 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 Hari Om प्रेम से बोलिए विष्णु भगवान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, सीतापति रामचंद्र की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, गुरु रामानंद स्वामी की जय, आर शक्ति जगदम्बे माता की जय। प्रेम से सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। सर्वदेवी सर्वदेवता की जय। साधु गुरु के दंडवत जय 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 सीताराम। आपकी आसन लीजिए, प्लीज बी सीटेड. Please be reminded, after receiving Arati Prasad, meals are prepared for all.
ईशवा मारवा जय देवा मधुर सुंदरा 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 मित्र कमल धर अतीव मनोहर पीठ कमल धर अतीव मनोहर